I'm not a cyclist, but this spring I cycled over 2,000 miles across England for my PhD fieldwork, the Farming Futures Cycle Tour. I left from Land's End on the 12th of April and spent the next 12 weeks cycling across the country to explore visions for the future of farming and food production. I passed through 14 counties and 6 national parks before arriving at the Scottish border just north of Carlisle on the 5th of July. Cycling for my fieldwork wasn't just a logistical choice to reach participants in rural communities, but also a way of deeply connecting with the farmed landscapes and natural environments I was riding through. I carried everything I needed for the 85-day trip on my bike and spent 41 nights camping, waking up to the sound of the dawn chorus. Along the way, I interviewed 50 women in farming communities, exploring the past, present, and future of farming. My participants came from a range of farm types, agricultural practices, land ownership, ages, and farming backgrounds. I enjoyed meeting with market gardeners, traditional upland farmers, and women leading farm diversification programs, as well as women involved with large-scale horticulture, arable, and dairy farms, supplying supermarkets across the country. My ride allowed me to experience a range of different farmed landscapes, from the rolling hills of Devon and Cornwall to the flat open fields of the Fens. Flying my drone gave me a unique perspective on these rural landscapes, highlighting the relationship between the geographic features and the types of farming dominant in each region. Cycling is an incredible way of truly experiencing England's rural areas. I wasn't just seeing the farmed landscapes I was riding through. I was feeling them in the ache of my legs, hearing them in the bubbling song of the curlew, and smelling them in the delicious scent of muck being spread on the fields. I attached a lapel mic to my high-vis jacket, which allowed me to take field notes as I was riding, including as voice notes and video diaries, which will make up part of my autoethnographic dataset for my PhD research.
It has been a very hot day, and it just makes me have even more admiration for farmers and farm workers who spend all day outside in the sun, in the rain, kind of no matter what the weather is.
And I just had multiple cars overtake me on blind corners, including a lorry.
Damn, these Cumbrian hills are really making my thighs ache.
Climate change wasn't far from my mind as I cycled through England's warmest spring on record. The warm and dry weather was perfect for cycle touring and camping, but perhaps less ideal for the farmers I was meeting along the way. Levels of climate concern and action varied amongst my participants. One interviewee, for example, was so worried about climate change she couldn't imagine a future for farming in England, while another proudly declared that she didn't believe in global warming. But of course, climate change isn't the only challenge facing farmers in England at the moment. But despite those numerous challenges, I was always greeted with kindness and warmth by people I met within the farming community. I'm so grateful to the farm women I met along my journey, who welcomed me into their homes and shared their hopes and fears for the future of farming in England. My PhD fieldwork cycle ride wasn't always easy. I had to deal with bad weather, lonely days on my own, and the physically demanding nature of being on my bike each day. But through embracing these challenges, I felt closer to my participants, who face similar challenges every day. The trip also taught me the incredible power of traveling by bike. Cycle touring is a slow and sustainable method of travel, which allowed me to connect with people and places across this beautiful country I call home. I hope this low-carbon and local approach to fieldwork can inspire others to embark on their own human-powered research adventures close to home.